Well, today marks 165 years of the Melbourne Cup, and it certainly didn't disappoint. There is a reason why we say it's the race that stops the nation. Earlier, I caught up with Victoria Racing Club Chairman Neil Wilson and Nine's Wide World of Sports Francesca Cumani. Neil, just talk me through that Melbourne Cup win, because I think we were all hoping that we were going to get the fairy tale, but to actually see it come true.
It was incredible. Through the race, I was a bit concerned whether half yours was well positioned, and then all of a sudden it burst on the rail. And once it got in front, it was just, the emotion started. And the best thing I saw was after the race, the horse came in the mounting yard, and Jamie was almost just off the horse and raced up to Michelle, and they embraced, because they're great friends. Yeah. And on the anniversary of Michelle Payne's, 10 years ago, she won on Prince of Penzance as the first female winning jockey of the Melbourne Cup. And now Jamie Mellon is the first female double between Caulfield and Melbourne Cup, and it's just a wonderful story.
There was that very lovely line where she said to her, "Welcome to the club." That is a very exclusive club.
Well, a very exclusive club, and no surprise that those two jockeys are in it, because they're brilliant, they're tenacious, they're courageous, and for our sport, they're the stories we want. There'll be young people, female and male, that will look to that and get inspiration from what they've done.
So I know that Jamie said that the day she got married early this year was the best day of her life. Do you reckon she's rethinking that right now?
Well, the only part of that story was she was asked, were you worried about your husband in the ride cutting you off? And she said it wasn't going to happen. So Ben Mellon was in the race as well, of course, and I think at the end of the day, Jamie was well ahead of Ben. So that'll be a talking point, I'm sure, at home.
I reckon this might be something that Jamie brings up once or twice, you reckon, in the years ahead. But this is a great day for racing, and well done to you for Victoria Racing Club. Great day.
Thanks, Ellie. We're so pleased to be here, and it's a wonderful day for Australia.
Francesca, tell me about that moment when we saw Jamie cross the line first. That was incredibly special.
It really was, and before the race we had built up to it saying, well, could it be that we get another female jockey winning the Melbourne Cup 10 years on from Michelle Payne winning it? And it almost felt too good to be true, that kind of storyline. It's the kind of story we like to write but won't necessarily materialise. And there's so much to watch when you're watching the Melbourne Cup, and then suddenly we saw half yours bursting through up the rail, and then you go, oh my word, Jamie Mellon's actually done it. And when you look back at the race and you see the path that she had to weave through, she came through a gap that didn't really exist. The horse was absolutely airborne, and I just loved her reaction after the race. She was almost shaking. She didn't really know how to kind of convey the excitement of winning a Melbourne Cup. For so many people, you can dream about riding in it, but actually winning it is amazing.
And this was something that she dreamed of doing since she was a little girl. And as you say, Michelle, to win it 10 years ago, to win it again on the 10th anniversary, it's incredibly special, and not just be the second woman, but to win that and the Caulfield this year.
Yeah, the first female jockey to win the Caulfield Cup and the Melbourne Cup double. For any jockey to do that double, it's amazing. What I like is the fact that the picture has changed. So when Michelle Payne won it, she was on an 100-to-1 outsider. Now, this year we had 3 female jockeys in the race. Jamie Mellon was on a horse that was very much in the market. So it's not such a novelty these days. We're seeing it more and more. We're seeing her riding horses with great chances in Group 1 races consistently. So hopefully it's just the beginning of a bit more of a levelling up between the male and female jockeys in the weighing room, because essentially equine sports are the only sports where men and women do compete equally.
Did you feel it? That moment, we heard the crowd go absolutely nuts, but for you, I think we all hoped this is how the race might finish. But
yeah, well, gosh, you feel every Melbourne Cup, you feel the build-up to a Melbourne Cup, because we plan for it and we talk about it for so long that when the race actually happens, the emotions are really heightened. And so, like I said, you're watching so many different things. And then when you realise who's actually won, you go, oh wow, that's amazing. And I think it's very easy to feel what they're feeling. And
it's a message that sends to other little girls, isn't it? That this is an industry for you if you want to.
100%. If you think about it, when Jamie was growing up, there weren't that many role models for her to think, right, well, that's what I'm going to base myself on. But gradually we're getting that more. So Michelle Payne doing it 10 years ago has already kind of started the trend. And there are so many female apprentices, not only here, but in other parts of the world. So yeah, it was just a brilliant day. Like the Melbourne Cup honestly never fails to create a great story, and we had another chapter today.
Yeah, it was a great one. Thank you for that, Francesca.
Thanks, Ellie.